Hey guys, I wanted to post this video to help you beginner guitarists out because when I started out I was really confused about where to start learning. I never used to be that musical talented at all. In fact, I started playing fairly late, not until I was about 18. When I first started, I remember that it was a very daunting task to learn the guitar. I didn't really know what I was doing or where to start, but eventually I found the right place to learn without paying too much either. And now I write my own music and perform electric and acoustic guitar. So I want to give you guys a video full of tips on what you should learn as a beginner guitarist to make it much easier for you, as well as tell you about a site that I went to learn guitar that teaches you how to develop dexterity and speed with the guitar really quickly, and also teaches you music theory and the language of music. At the beginning of my learning experience, I had the drive to learn, but I didn't really know where to go to learn. I didn't have a guitar teacher. It's way too expensive, and I thought that I'd be really proud of myself if I did it on my own. Also, I knew from other learning experiences that private teachers can really make you hate what you're learning. You end up quitting because you get sick of it and you waste all of your money in the process. But I eventually got lucky when I went to the site I told you about and downloaded their guitar learning package. And I remember it was really almost kind of like magic how fast I started to learn guitar with this site, and how much I really wanted to keep playing and keep practicing. It'll help you figure out what you need to be learning at any stage in your guitar career, from absolute beginner to advanced player. So you can start learning more and more complex songs and even writing songs on your own. If you're just a beginner, you should be able to play beginner songs in a week or two from now if you start learning today. The site's right at this address in the video. If you want to go there now and download the guitar learning package, you can just type this address into your browser, or you can click the link. I'll put it in the description for you. But for now, I'll help you get started learning guitar with 8 important tips that every beginner should know when learning the guitar. So number 1, to build calluses fast, soak your fingers in salt water and start practicing a lot. Lots of string bending on an acoustic will build your calluses especially fast. If your fingers start to really hurt though, rest them. This happens to everybody, so don't worry about it, and you'll recover from it quickly. But you should rest them if they really start to hurt, because if you cut yourself or get a blister, you won't be able to play for days. Number 2, always be aware of your posture. If you start to notice discomfort after a long practice session, change your posture up. Keep your back relatively straight and your hands in a position that is comfortable and will allow you to reach all of the frets and strings easily. But really, comfort is the number 1 issue when it comes to positioning. Number 3, try to use the lightest touch on the strings when holding them down, while still producing a strong note. On your fretting hand. Pushing too hard will limit your dexterity and may also actually bend the string, and that'll change the note. Number 4, if your mind is tired from too much learning or stressing over something you can't learn, you should sleep on it rather than forcing yourself to keep practicing. Your practice technique may break down and you'll be practicing badly. This is a bad idea. Rather, you should sleep on it, and you'll be surprised that you'll likely be able to play what you were trying the next day without any warm-up. That's because your brain makes neural muscle memory connections when you practice, and when it's allowed to rest, it allows you to use those connections more effectively. Number 5, you should tap your foot while you're playing. This is sort of a classic beginner's guitar tip, and it might seem strange at first and tough to do at first, but it's actually very important. You can also bob your head or something like that, but move a large part of your body to the tempo, and it'll help you. In your brain, the basal ganglia and the cerebellum are the primary timing areas of your brain, and they're also involved in the coordination of movement. This is a likely reason why moving a large part of your body to the rhythm helps you keep time. You have brain centers devoted to controlling movement over time. Musicians also need to learn to internalize the beat of a song. If you don't, it's easy to stray from the beat, and it's very obvious to listeners, while it might not be obvious to you. Number 6, get an electric tuner and learn how to use it. It'll help you tune your guitar very quickly and keep it in tune. This is very important. It's also a good idea to learn how to tune manually. Number 7, practice simple songs, but also choose 1 or 2 very hard songs that you really have no business playing, and make them an ongoing project. I really like this concept, and I really liked it when I was learning. In fact, the first song I ever learned to finger pick was fingerpicking is, of course, just playing with your fingers instead of a pick. And the first song I learned was "Classical Gas" by Mason Williams. Now, that's a fairly tough song for a first song when you're just starting to fingerpick, but learning it slowly over the course of a few months made my skill level jump very quickly, and easier songs became easier much faster than they would have otherwise. And also, practicing simpler songs gives you the motivation to keep practicing, and also a bigger repertoire of songs that you can perform. Number 8, get a partner to learn with eventually, once you start to get a bit better. Just a jam buddy. Once you start to get a bit better, and you both learn enough to start playing in sync. It might be a few months before you can actually do this well. But getting a jam buddy will help you with timing and key, and you can learn from each other much faster. Now, really incredible musicians are obviously hard to come by, and people who listen to them really look up to them and revere them even. Musicians like that are artists who can create their own style and surprise people with new, amazing sounds to listen to. The people may not know why they like it when they're listening to artists like this, but they do, and it has a certain emotional impact on them. Now imagine being able to create music that has an emotional impact on people every time they listen to it. Whether the people you're playing to is just your family, friends, or if you're playing at a concert, or if your songs are being played on the radio. That'd be really cool, right? I mean, I think so anyway. All you need to do is create a song, and it can last forever because it has the potential to impact people like that, and I find that really incredible. You'll also be able to play new and classic songs by your favorite artists for yourself, or as a cover to play for others. It's really fun to put a unique spin on a classic song. You really just need to learn the right way to practice, so that you'll always love playing guitar, and you'll also progress very quickly. The only real secret to learning the guitar, as far as I'm concerned, is consistent practice, number 1, and learning from the right place. That will show you the correct professional methods to learning, while also keeping you interested. If you want something like this, I really gotta recommend the site that I told you about before. After starting using it, I don't remember a single month where I didn't really surprise myself by how fast my skills were improving, and how much I wanted to keep practicing and playing for others. It'll really be all you need to learn to play as well, because it has all the instruction, and it'll show you exactly what you need to be learning at any stage of your guitar career, as I said before. And it can take you from beginner guitarist to advanced guitarist. It has material for any kind of guitarist. And I actually still consult it and use its features once in a while. You really won't have to worry about learning from anywhere else. Especially not from a teacher, which can cost $30 an hour or more. It's pretty unreasonable to think about it, how expensive teachers are, especially when there are courses out there like this one that you can learn from yourself. So you can just go to the link here by typing it in your browser, or clicking the link in the description to go to the site and get the course right now. And I hope you enjoy it a lot, and I hope you like the video too, and cheers.